This is NIADA TV, the official streaming TV show for the National Independent Automobile Dealers Association, whose mission is to promote, educate, and advocate for the nation's independent dealers. Let's get today's show started.
Welcome to NIADA TV, the official streaming show of the National Independent Automobile Dealers Association. I'm your host, Cory Mosely, and I'm thrilled to have you with us. Next month, the nation's top independent dealers will all be in one place, the 2026 NIADA Convention and Expo being held in Colorado's Rocky Mountains. I recently had the opportunity to speak with one of this year's convention speakers, Michael West, dealer principal at Direct Auto in Biloxi, Mississippi, about his upcoming session. Here's that conversation. Michael, super excited to have you spend a little time with us today. You know, your topic this year at the convention is the secret to building strong and profitable lender relationships. Let me ask you, why is this such an important issue right now for dealers?
Well, I think dealers are starting to figure out, with times where money is hard to find, who has the money. So if the customer doesn't have it and you don't have it and you're not a buy here, pay here dealer, the only person to go to is the lender.
And, you know, from your perspective, when you think about that, what are some of the mistakes that you see right now in that particular area?
You know, I think a lot of people paint lenders probably in a bad light. They see the interest because a lot of times, I know this is the National Independent Auto Dealers Association, and I think a lot of times we get a lot of buy here, pay here dealers, and they see lenders that are making money on the interest, and they want to make that money too, right? So something that goes, a tale as old as time is pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered, right?
Yeah.
So there's a reason why a lender does what a lender does, and a dealer should do what a dealer should do, is sell cars, right? The lender wants to buy the paper. The dealer should sell cars and keep turning them. I know that it's profitable to be a lender as well, but it takes your focus off the goal of selling cars, right? The further you spread your vision, the more, you're not going to go as far. So tighten the vision, sell more cars. If you want to buy here, pay here, some of it, you can keep some of the paper that you want to keep, but allow the lender to come in and pay you for your customers and for your car so you can make a profit.
That makes a lot of sense. You know, when I think about the convention and what you're going to be sharing here, people love to hear about takeaways, right? So they want to know that we're going to come in, we're going to spend 35, 45 minutes with someone, and they're going to be able to change and impact our vision. When you think about your presentation and what you have in store for everyone at the convention, what are some of the takeaways that come to mind that people should expect to get from your session?
I think the key takeaway, not only how to build profitable relationships with a lender, and I think that's with anything, how to build relationships in general, but I think the thing that they should take away from this is where to find the excess profit that they've been missing the whole time. And I think if they came in and said, hey, I want to learn how to build a profitable relationship with a lender, but what they really need to think about is, how can I increase my gross profit per deal from $2,000 a car to $4,000 a car?
Well, I don't know anybody that wouldn't want to be in the house to hear that for sure. Last thing before I let you go, you know, you might find this shocking, but there are some dealers who still have not registered yet for this year's convention. What would you say to them as it regards to attending and needing to be in the room?
I think, you know, I suffered from this a little bit in the early stages of wanting to figure it out myself. And I think that obviously a lot of people are way more intelligent than I am. And I thought I knew it all, but, you know, I had to learn from somebody else. You know, it takes longer to learn from your own experiences than it does to learn from someone else's. And I can tell you this. It's not that I know what I'm doing specifically, but I've shared this strategy with multiple dealers, and both of those went from losing money to netting over $1 million a year. And matter of fact, one of the dealers called me within the last 3 weeks and said he had netted a profit of $1 million in the very first quarter of this year.
Wow. Well, as they say, money talks. I certainly appreciate your honesty in assessing that, and can't wait to see what you've got in store for everybody in Denver, Colorado next month. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks, Cory.
Hi, I'm Cory Mosely from NIADA TV. If you're serious about growing your dealership, there's one event you can't afford to miss. The NIADA Convention and Expo is the largest gathering of independent auto dealers in the country, bringing together top operators, industry experts, and the solutions you need to stay competitive. Over 3 powerful days, you'll gain real-world strategies through high-impact education sessions, build valuable relationships with dealers across the nation, and explore the latest tools and technologies inside the industry's biggest expo hall. This isn't just another conference. It's where dealers go to level up. Register now and position your dealership for what's next. Well, that does it for today's show, and be sure to share this episode with your industry friends, partners, and colleagues. And if you haven't already, head over to NIADA.com/convention and get registered today. I'm Cory Mosely for NIADA TV, and I'll see you in Colorado.